welcome back to my channel, Mary's TV and Natural Remedy. Happy new month to you guys. I pray that this new month will bring us all our prayers will be answered by the grace of God, and God will say yes to all our prayers. I pray that all our heart desires will be granted to us in this new month of August 2024. Yes, it's the latest mom, is the Mama Odogo, is Mary's TV. So guys, I am still in my Omugwo mood, as you can see me. This is me just after 2 weeks here. My baby is going to 2 weeks of delivery that I just gave birth through CS. So here I want to tell you guys why my birth, why my delivery ended up in CS after waiting for, according to people, natural childbirth and vaginal birth. I ended up in CS. Like I always tell you guys, when it comes to your health, there is no need for you to be taking risk. I am not a risk taker when it comes to health. I don't advise people to take risk. That is why I always tell women, now when you're pregnant, you prepare for both, because you don't know how that day will be. You don't know how your journey will end. Anyhow the journey end, is God that gave the doctors an idea on how to go about it. My journey started smoothly, and I give God all the praise. I thank God for the journey and how it ended. So from the beginning of my pregnancy to the end of the pregnancy, there was no headache, there was no stomach pain, there was no leg pain, there was no hand pain. I give God all the glory for that. On this faithful day, the day I gave birth to my son, my second son, and my second child, although my due date was, my month was July. Yes, my month was July. So the doctors, from the beginning of the pregnancy to 6 months, they were monitoring me. So they said after 6 months, they said I'm good to go, that if I continue this way, that I'm going to try vaginal birth. My first child, my king, was, I gave birth to him through cesarean section to see delivery, which is July. That month, anything can happen. As from first week of July, anything can happen. If my doctors had advised that I do CS, I would have removed or give birth to my baby first or second week of July. But the doctor, my gyna, they satisfied me okay, because in this pregnancy there was no preeclampsia, there was nothing. In my first pregnancy, I experienced preeclampsia at 34 weeks, which we were able to manage till 36 weeks. The aged it well to 36 weeks, which I opt for an elective CS at that 34 weeks. I just said let's manage to 36 weeks, then we remove the baby. But in this my second pregnancy, there was no preeclampsia, there was nothing. So my expected month of delivery was July. This July, that's yesterday July that we just left, was July. I was waiting for labor. On this faithful day of July, I was lying down. I didn't go out that day. As God may have it, I didn't go out that day. My son have gone to school, so I said let me relax that morning and rest. As I was resting, I got something came out from me, which I went to check. It was a blood stain and mucus. So I quickly picked my phone. I called my sister, which she had already gone to her shop, which is far from her place. She said okay, she's coming. So On me standing up again from the bed, going to the restroom, my water burst. I just saw something coming out. Water was coming out. So I called my girlfriend and his sister, Lenvic Lifestyle, Helen. She sells clothing as well. I called her shop is close by. She came. So we went to the hospital that day. We carried my bag, my already packed bag. We went to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, the nurse on duty, they checked me. They said, okay, I'm already dilating. But the contraction was not very much that time. So later, when I was on observation, they called, the nurse came again. They saw that the water that was coming out was mixed water with poo. So the doctor now said, Madam, this is what we call meconium stain liquor. When this happens, it means that your baby is in distress. It always happens when the fetus, when the baby in you is in distress, you will see that the baby will poo. That's a sign. The baby will poo. And I don't want to take that risk. Like I always tell you people that I am not a good risk taker when it comes to health. People that have been calling me on phone, people that have been communicating with me, they know. I always tell them I am not a good risk taker when it let's do it this way. Let's be fast about it. Let's follow this way. So it will not come to my own time and I will now take risk. No, now heaven will not be happy with me. So, and I asked the doctor that, okay, that what do we do when it comes to this way? Me, I don't want anything to happen to my baby. After coming this far, I don't want to hear stories. That please, oh, if it is something that we have to enter the theater right now, let's do that fast. So the doctor now said, oh, that because of my first car, and my first experience preeclampsia, that he wouldn't advise us, he wouldn't advise that they induce me. I said, me, I don't even want that inducing because it's 50-50. They might induce me, my body will not respond, and at the end, after the inducing, going through all those labor pain and everything, I will now go back to the theater. That's double pains. I just told the doctor that, please, my husband is not around, let's place a call to him, then let him give our consent for me to go into the theater. The doctor did. In that process, my sister arrived, so she had to sign in the absence of my husband. We went into the theater and they brought out my baby cutie boy. So this is what really happened that made me to that for the second time. And by the grace of God is the last time, because to me, oh, when I say it, people will be like, I'm done. By the grace of God, God should just keep my two kids alive, healthy for me. So guys, it was due to meconium stain liquor that made me to go into the theater for the second time. They can't really ascertain what made the baby to be that moment. So what we had to do at that period was to go into the theater, remove my baby, mommy and child, so we will be okay. So guys, I've had 2 surgeries, 2 CS. The first one was because of preeclampsia at 34 weeks, which we managed to 36 weeks. Labor started, but at the process, we got meconium stain liquor. That's the reason for my first and my second CS. I give God all the praise. The space was 3 years interval. 3 years interval. My king is older than the younger brother with 3 years. So the doctors, they were like, it's a good spacing that they would try labor, which labor came, but finally ended in CS. So I always tell you people, I always tell pregnant women, when you are pregnant, you don't know how your journey will end. It is only God that knows how the journey will end. Prepare for vaginal births, which some people say natural births. Prepare for CS. Anyhow the journey ends is God. So guys, thank you for watching this video. It's the latest mom. It is the Mama Odogu. It is the latest mom. So guys, thank you guys. This is me. I'm doing my Omubo, and my Ajun Bise is really working for me. Until I see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.